show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, welcome. Yeah, Mandy says here comes the big bang, and we got Mr. Pete, we got Pizza Hat Man on the show with us today. What's up, Mr. Pizza Head?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. Let's run through who's on here. Shinobi, I'll start at the bottom here. We got Shinobi, thanks for joining. Mr. E, thanks for joining us. Mandy, thanks for joining. Red, thanks for joining. Tim, we got Eddie G, thanks for joining. Alban, Eddie and Alban, it's been a long time since we've not been able to do the movie show, so Player Pass. So looking forward to doing that next week. Just missing you guys. Steve, thanks for joining the show. Bob Alban, thanks for joining. Roger, again, another Player Pass guy. Thanks for jumping in here. Miss seeing you too. Let's see. We got Michael. Thanks for joining as always. A lot of the regular viewers running through here. Thanks for everyone jumping in here, saying hi. Lou, Sahal, thanks for joining. Steve, was it Stephen Franklin? Thanks for watching. And Patty, thanks for watching. We got Buzz, what's up? Asia, would be Asha. Thanks for joining. Octavia, what's up, hon? Uban, thanks for joining. Udan, thank you for joining. So thanks for everybody joining. I know that it's been a number of weeks. Degs, what's up? So hi to everybody. Mr. Lee, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Okay. Did you have a nice New Year, Christmas, and all that?
It was very quiet due to lockdown restrictions. No mixing households, so it was just the four of us at home.
Mm-hmm.
It was I've never had a Christmas like it, put it that way.
Different,
yeah.
It's just different.
Very different.
As you guys saw from my post when I in the show notes, I haven't had a show for 5 weeks now. For me, Thanksgiving is at the end of November in the US. So very busy for me because I am a butcher. So people ask me what do I do, and I am a butcher. So busting my hump during that time of the year. And then Blue got here at the beginning of December. We did that. I got married. Then I went back to work and worked through the Christmas holiday. Then I had some more days off, and then had New Year's. Get ready for New Year's. Then a few days off, and then Blue headed back to Canada. So it's been a real busy month for me. A little over a month. Very busy. We were talking about having a show one day. I was thinking about doing a live show. And maybe this sounds bad, but I wanted to just spend time with her. Because she was only here for a certain period of time. And it may sound corny, but just sitting on the couch, watching a movie or TV show, holding hands, was better than anything else I wanted to be doing. So nothing against everybody else, but just enjoyed that. I'll maybe before the show is over, I'll sicken you guys all with some wedding photos. Since Blue's not on the show, she can't approve or disapprove any of the photos that I have on my computer. So she's not here to say, no, don't do it. So maybe later on in the show, I will bore you guys with a few photos of us getting married. Very small ceremony. It was just my. Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you could recreate that dance.
So yeah, it was. Well, I'll talk about that a little bit, and I'll talk about that a little bit later when I show the pictures and talk about what had happened in the wedding. There was some surprises because that's me. I have to show some. I have to pull some kind of little something in the wedding, and I did. So it was a fun time, and good time. I was enjoyable to have her here, but she's back in Canada in quarantine. They don't mess around in Canada. She had to install an app on her phone. Verify with her unique identifier on her phone as she got on the plane from Washington to Toronto. And then once she went through customs, again, verifying her code and where she was going to be for 14 days. They check in on the app every day. It has GPS checking where you're at. They call the house randomly, call the house to make sure you're still there. Some people may feel like that's an invasion of privacy or, overstep, but that country's not playing about it. They're being serious about it. They're trying to protect their people, and they're like, hey, if you're going to go out, the U.S. we've got a lot of cases here. As anybody that's watched the news, we have a lot of cases, and we have and so when you go back, they're just trying to be as safe as possible, which I understand. So I know you guys are in lockdown level 4 or something like that, right? 5. Oh my lordy! So you guys went to 5. So basically everything but essentials.
We surpassed the daily death rate yesterday from last year. We had 1,300 deaths in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, it's scary. It is scary. It's and we'll fingers crossed that things move forward. And I'm hoping everybody stays healthy. Just stay smart about what you're doing. Be careful who you socialize with, as Lee was talking about, making sure he was careful with who was at his family or around during the holidays. So that's just the best thing, is just to make the best practices, you guys, trying to be careful as possible. Hello, Mr. cMan.
Hey, brother. How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Gotcha.
All right. Right on.
Gotcha.
All right, buddy.
Hey, man.
Roger says 4,500 here yesterday in the U.S. Hey, I made a joke that we didn't have the Olympics last year, and I think the U.S. is trying to win the gold with the COVID. I think that they're trying to see if we can just win all the medals for that with our numbers at points. So, but let's just we won't go in. We won't bore you guys with that. Let's see some of the big Kodi news that's happened this. I'm going to say 3 weeks. I'm not going to go all the way back to November on news, but some Kodi 19 betas. Have you, either one of you two, have messed around with the betas?
No, Slam put his test wizard, in our showcase group today. So I'm going to give that a test tonight and play around with that a little bit and see how it's working. So, but I played with a few skins, but there's not a whole lot different that I can see.
Yeah.
Until the official release comes out, the GEI won't officially change.
Yeah.
So it's still at 15. It'll go to 16.
Yeah. I was trying to look at, what is it? Is it alpha?
It's 18.9.2.
No, I'm talking about the 19 alpha. Was it alpha that was out? That was not released. It's been released because everyone tries to jump on the new one, but it's 19. Was it beta 2, beta 3? I'm trying to pull that up real quick.
The last I saw was beta 2, but
okay.
I've seen Nemzi's working on his add-on for 19 now as well.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yep, there's been numerous people that have been working on it. I was going to talk today. I was going to talk about Seren, which is updated to 2.0, and he's done some work on to be prepared for 19. I know that Resolve URL has done some work to be prepared for 19. The Oath, I know that add-on, I tested that months ago. That was 19 compatible. I know Shadow did some work, and we had a group, and we did a little bit of work with that. And then he's basically just shelved it until it gets closer to an actual release of 19. I would highly suggest people don't race out to get 19.
No
it's
way.
not ready. Very few builds are ready. If any builds are ready, very few add-ons are ready. And you're going to have issues. And if you have a shield and you installed Kodi through the Play Store, I would suggest to going into the Play Store settings, and you can turn off auto updates for Kodi. You do not want to have auto updates on, because when Kodi.tv pushes, when they go live with 19, no one knows that's going to be. When they go live with it, it will. It's going to be sent out to everybody once the Google Store gets it, and it'll just be sent automatically if you have it set to that. So highly suggest it takes just a minute. Go into your Google settings, turn off auto updates for your Kodi app if you have it on there, because you don't want to be forced into 19 prematurely. And I would highly suggest you not to overwrite 19 over 18 with 19. So that would be what things. I think Jim says that it was beta 2. So beta 2 is out. So yeah, we'll just hold off on it, folks. But take some precautions. It's going to be months off. But there's nobody knows when that's going to happen. It's just going to happen when it happens. They will release some release candidates first, though. And we're not even at release candidates yet. So we're at still betas, I believe. So that's my suggestion on that. I know that it's getting closer and more people are starting to look towards being ready for it. But even if 19 comes out, 18 is not going to stop working. There's still people that use 17. I know all the time I see people say, well, I'm still using 17.6. And it's going to work just fine. You probably can go find people who are using 16. The only issue I think with 16 was HTTPS. I think that 16 didn't use secure, didn't use HTTPS. They used HTTP. So if a server was on HTTPS, it couldn't read it. That was the only big difference there, but not a huge difference. DJ, how are you doing, sir? You popped in here.
I think he's got his mic off, it looks like.
Yeah, he was having a few computer issues, so yeah, he was. We'll give him time. Fire Guru, what's up, bub? How you doing? He says he's got his 19 wizard almost done. Converted the whole thing over to JSON and made the admin panel, so no more messing with text files. Oh, nice. So, yes.
A cup of coffee.
Okay, okay, good. All right.
Put it in the chat. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I did see you. You did post over in the private chat. Yeah, get you some coffee. So, and I know I use Fire Guru's. I use his GUI is what I use for my wizard. So, look forward to if it's going to be released publicly. I would look forward to that. So that's looking good. So you still got people still sticking with 17. Yeah, 17 just works. Alban, no, I've had these glasses for a few months. Missy and Alban, look forward to Player Pass, going to be on this Wednesday. So we got that going out. Anything, cMan, anything you got going on that's new projects or things that's happening in your world?
Well, we just started the new Kodi Showcase group. My vision for that was really to have a place where people felt comfortable sharing their work, sharing their updates, any new builds, any YouTube videos, pictures, etc., projects. I really didn't feel like we had that sort of group out there. I know there's Kodi Newbies, which is a great skinning group. I just don't see a lot of builds posted in there.
Mm-hmm.
So That was, like I said, that was my vision. Hopefully we see a lot more of it.
Right.
I'd like to see a lot of people's individual builds, the things they use.
Yes.
I don't think we see enough of that, but just high hopes for the future on that. Hopefully we get to see a lot more.
Yeah, good. I posted the link to the Telegram group, so anybody that would like to join into that group, you welcome to join. And yeah, I'm interested. I love to see people's personal builds, as you said. That's not a builder per se, but somebody that's created something and done some tweaks to make it fit their needs. Because what's my needs are most likely not your needs or Noir's needs. It's not the same.
Precisely.
So it's sometimes neat to see other people's work and what they did and how they laid it out and what they came up with that fits their need.
Absolutely. So
So
hopefully we'll see more.
Yeah.
Right, I'm back.
all right, DJ, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? How's everybody doing? How you doing, cMan? How you doing, Lee? How you doing,
Good,
Todd?
brother.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good, mate.
Good. Yeah, the showcase group that me and cMan set up, the whole idea is, like you say, is for people to just show their stuff. Just post it. They're not there to be judged on what they've done. They're not there to say, oh, that ain't very good. It's there to encourage people to post what they've done on their own personal setup. That's the whole idea of the group. It's not there for me to pass comment and say, oh, that's a bit rubbish. It's there to encourage people, get them to not be frightened to post. Yeah. That's what we want them to do. We want them to post.
Yeah. And it like you said, it's fun to see that kind of work, see what their work is. And when people don't understand is when you see somebody else's work, and there's so often you'll see something like, oh, that's a cool idea. I want to try to implement that in mine. And it's not that you're stealing someone's ideas, it sparked an interest like, oh, that's a good idea. Wouldn't mind using that in mine.
And that was the whole idea, because like you say, you don't see anywhere where the everyday person that uses Kodi can actually post on what they've done. We know there's builders out there that do it. We want builders to encourage other people as well in the group to post their stuff. We're not all perfect. We're not all experts. I'm no expert. I'd never class myself as an expert.
It was fun to see Lee post some builds in there yesterday from the past. I mean, that was very, very cool. See some old add-ons and
yeah, 4 years and like nothing's changed. It is weird to like see my first build to where it is now.
Got Phoenix on there?
Yeah, Phoenix was on there.
Yeah.
One of them.
Stream all sources. Remember some of the old ones that the stream all sources was on there. I see Mr. Donald. Thanks for joining this side. I see. Thanks for joining Skulls, Mr. Carl.
As the little showcase I was going to do, Todd, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Okay. Because when I try and fire up Kodi, it gives me a black screen and says something about some GU on the screen. So it's down to what Windows has done to my graphics card, I think.
Yeah, damn old.
You probably updated to 19 without realizing it.
No, it hasn't done that, because I've just downloaded 18 and reinstalled 18.9 on there just in case it had done something to it when it done the update. It done exactly the same, and it does the same on the desktop ones. So I'll quickly share my screen if you like and show you what it does.
That's a cool. I can that one video you sent me. I actually could share just that one video.
You can share that little video. You can share that little video if you like, Todd.
Yeah,
that I done.
Yes, I saw it. It was. Let me go ahead and let me pull that up.
That's something that is due to be released obviously now wants to get the computer back and sorted because I can't actually do anything to it now because Kodi will not boot up.
Oh, Kodi. Let's see here. All right, hold on a second. It's got to.
Well, I don't
gotta
think it's
load
down
it.
to. I don't think it's down to Kodi. I think it's down to what Windows has just done on the
All right,
update.
let me share. Let me share this. So you guys, you're able to see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Needs to be a bit bigger though.
like that.
That's it, Todd. Need to get rid of the caption. BLK Salas 21. You got something highlighted on the screen. Must be in YouTube or something. Somebody's question or remark.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yep. You're right. Back to where I was at. There we go. All right.
It's just something that I've been working on for a while, and I've changed a few things. The C has been changed, but like you say, that's all done with animation code to get everything to move on the screen. So there is a couple of GIFs, but not a lot. A lot of that is just animation code.
It's real cartoony looking. It reminds me, it has that cartoony look, that throwback cartoony look.
That's what I was trying to give it, a throwback sort of like old, sort of like looking.
Captain Pugwash. That's what you want.
Yeah, that's going back a bit, Lee.
One of the things I did notice on that is when you change for the menu items, the color changes. Let me see. Let me if I can get this to play. Like watch the word like pictures. When you change the menu item, it goes from a white to that brown.
Yeah, because that's a highlight color, the brown. That's been changed actually. That is red now, so I've changed that so it stands out more.
Okay.
So, like say, I've made a few adjustments, but that does stand out a lot more. And when you come, because it's got a fade on it, so it fades to the actual main color.
Yeah, neat little look to it. I mean, it's a different look, and this is just a theme, right?
Yeah, it's just a theme.
It's just a theme. This isn't a build. This is a theme where people can go and make they can add what they want to.
Yep, add whatever third party add-on they want to add to it. And it's the same with all my themes. They can do that with all of them. There is in the actual skin settings, you can actually turn off all this animation as well.
Okay.
So you can just have a basic screen, no movement, no ships. So that can all be turned off in the actual settings. Use buttons for each section. I've added buttons. So you can turn it off on the main screen. You can turn it off on the system settings.
Buzz says, I'd add a crack into it. Neat little thing going on now. Like I said, with that animation, it just has that cartoony look, that layered cartoon look.
Yeah. It's like say that C is actually in 3 different layers, set at different heights, and it's all got a different animation to get it to go backwards and forwards on the screen.
Right. And
so
also at different speeds.
Yes, it's all at different speeds. So it looks like it's actually, I've tried to get it so it looks like it's a rolling C. And
it does look like that.
That's what I was trying to implicate. It's took me a few weeks to work on that one. Because like I say, that was just one of my little projects I was doing.
And again, this is going to be a theme where basically where it's not a build, it's a theme, which means it's just a skin with the animation, and then you can add whatever you want to it. So
yes,
I know that a lot of people are like, well, where can I get this? Now you have, if I'm not mistaken, you have like a wizard that people can get any of the themes that you create. They can get those themes, and then they can install it and then customize it the way they want.
Yes. Yep.
All right.
They could actually add a theme to another build, but if they add the theme to another build, don't do a fresh install off the
Mhm.
wizard. Just do a standard install,
Mhm.
and that'll just install the actual skin. And when the boot back up, it will not pick up any shortcuts from the other skin. They'll have to redo all the shortcuts.
Yeah, because that's in another
Yeah,
folder for the
That's
skin.
that's in another folder. It all depends on whether it's been done. If it's been done on one of my skins originally, it will pick them up.
Yeah, because that's skin. What's that? That's in the skin shortcuts.
Yeah,
So yeah, and like you, all right. So when people say, "Well, what's the difference between a fresh install and a stall and a install?" and that's been asked numerous times in the past. So fresh install basically it wipes everything that's on your setup.
Yep.
Not Kodi itself, but everything that's
Everything
added on
else.
top of Kodi. So everything is wiped, and then it downloads whatever the build or that you're downloading, and so it's brand new. An install for a wizard just overwrites the new material over the old, so your add-ons are still there.
Yes.
If you've installed a bunch of add-ons, they're still all there. So
Yes, and the actual skin will automatically re-enable all them once you open it back up. When you've asked to force close Kodi, then load it back up, and then auto PY enables all the add-ons that you've actually got in the build, in the previous build. So you haven't got to go in there and enable every add-on that you had in previously. It will automatically do it because I've put an auto PY in the actual user data. So when you boot back up, it'll enable every add-on.
Good. Here's a question from Marvin T. Does a fresh install wipe out your RD settings? Does anybody want to jump on that one?
It will wipe out your RD settings unless you add it to a whitelist before you actually do it.
Yeah, and a lot of wizards have that option.
Yeah. Use a wizard to add it to a whitelist, add the RD settings to a whitelist, and he'll save them.
Yeah, and in some of the wizards, right there when you first install a wizard, it'll say what things do you want to save.
Yes,
exactly.
I know mine is like I said, I'm using the Fire TV Guru's GUI, and it has check boxes. Do you want to
Yes.
set your RD, your login, and you can check, and it saves it. And then whitelist is also another one of the options, and you can add certain add-ons, like let's say you have an adult add-on that is not always in a lot of builds, right? So you have an adult add-on that you're like, I don't want to lose this. You can actually whitelist that particular add-on and do a fresh install, and that particular add-on will still be in the new build, even though it wasn't part of the new build. If hopefully I'm making sense. It saves it brings it so it's like you can tell it and say, hey, I love this add-on and I know the new build doesn't have it, I want to save these. So yeah, but Marvin, you can change, you can do that with your just make sure to enable it on the whitelist or in the wizard, save in your RD settings, and you'll be good to go.
And your tracked lists and all that.
Tracks, yep, that's usually an option. So what's up, Johnny? Trooper, I don't think I've seen Trooper. Johnny, what's up, bud? Donald says you never want to overlap builds are bad, and it can be overlapping builds. It can be problematic. I even on my own builds when I update mine, I normally do a fresh install. I usually save my RD settings, but still, even when I save my RD settings, sometimes I still have to reauthorize. That still happens.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm not sure about that. And I don't know why. So are any of you guys admins in the chat over there? Carl. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Because I can't see Penn. I see Penn must be talking, and I don't see him in any of the chat for whatever reason, and I don't know. So give me a second here. Let me back out, and I am going to. Carl, you should be an admin or a moderator.
Yeah, Carlos.
So authorize. Yeah, you're a moderator. So yeah, go ahead and hold on. Let me do this. I'll add Penn as a moderator. 'Cause that's weird. It's weird how his weren't popping up. I could see people were talking to him, and then I'm looking. I'm like, I don't see Penn talking on our chat. Oh, I didn't mean to block Carl for 5 minutes. Oops, sorry, Carl. I blocked it. I was trying to add him as a moderator, but he'll be able to talk in 5 minutes. So yeah, Red says he whitelists Carl's repo, and that's definitely for people that like an adult add-ons. You that would be one of the repos that you would want to whitelist because it's not in every build. So that's a benefit there.
I've just chucked my repo address. If you want to chuck that in the YouTube channel, Todd.
Yep.
I've just put it in StreamYard.
Yep, got it.
If anybody wants to sort of like go and grab a theme and have a go, and they're designed for builders and they're designed for the everyday Joe user to have a go and do their own little build.
Yeah, and that's what it's about and that's what I love to have people on the show that are just happy to share their work, put the work out there, say, hey, you guys check us out. One of the other things I was going to mention is Seren's update, and I was actually going to go through some of that. Have you any of you guys messed with the Seren's new the new update? Have you messed with Seren since they've went to 2.0?
I uninstalled it because I got fed up of it popping up on my screen saying tracked failed or something. Because it kept on popping up on my screen, so I just uninstalled it.
Yeah. Well, you guys are gonna have to wait a second because I've got to. I just updated my setup.
Nothing to do with the add-on itself. I just uninstalled it.
Yeah, you have to. If you don't link into your tracked information, it will do that. It's doing it on my TV. I
don't use tracked, so
yeah, and I haven't added my track, which is not hard. I just haven't added it, and it does keep trying to check your tracked, and it will like DJ says, it will give you that little error at the top. So let me see if this is ready. Still going. I'm still grabbing some. I'm still grabbing some updates. So some of the things that they added to it. Number one, this add-on is going to be 18 and 19 ready. He's done the rewrite, or I should say the conversion, to make it work in 19. So it will be compatible for 19. He added a download manager. So if some people want to download, so that it does add that. Metadata, he did a rewrite in the metadata. So it's supposed to load the metadata a little bit better. And metadata is, for people that may not know, when you go and click on a movie or TV show as you're going through it and you see the plot and the background images and the fan art, that's your metadata. So it's supposed to load it better. New art, added a new icons and stuff like that. It's been added. You can also edit the art so that you can have, if you're on let's say that you have a poor internet, you can actually lower your images to a lower quality to make it load better for you. So that was one of the things. And I thought that was a neat idea because some people have really poor internet and they may need a smaller images so that it runs better. So that is a neat little feature that I thought. And they added some items to the context menu. And it added, I believe, another scraper has been added to it. And there's a little bit, just some little cosmetic things to it. So let me let me try to share my screen here.
I've just chucked the
showcase. All right, let's see. So we got that. All right, so I have to install from a repository because I don't think I had it. All right, so it's in the Nixgates repository. Oh, so it is enabled. So I already have it. So let's go ahead and you guys able to see that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There. I'm sorry, I hit my volume. So you guys can see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure that I'm not talking to myself with it. Interface, you can do a little bit of stuff with Jess. Most of that was already there. Here's the artwork. You're able to do some edits here in the artwork. You can see preferred artwork size. I think that, again, I think that that's for people with bad internet. It's a great feature. Some scraping. Again, how your scraping is displayed, like the results. So I think that that's what that is. Your timeout, caching. Let's see if I can get this to go down. All right. Most of this stuff was already there. Minimums. Here is your download issue or your download feature. You can set a folder on your device to where you want any downloaded content to go. Auto playback is already enabled, which they had auto playback already. Next up, which for the people that have used Shadow or some of the other add-ons that do the next episode, that's been in Seren, so you still have that. I did see this. I don't know if they had this in the past. Was enable still watching dialogue. And I don't have mine on, but I'm assuming it's like Netflix. Are you still watching this? So that's what I'm guessing that is. So, well, I guess it's really not a feature. It's just a little added caveat. Here we can go into your accounts, your providers. One of the things different with Seren, if you've never used Seren, you do need to install the scraper packages. The scraper packages are not part of it, so make sure you look that up. Let's see, shortcuts. And let me see. I don't know. Let me try to pull up. We'll pull up the context menu. And it seems to load about as fast as it did in the past. I know he added this, which is a rescrape the item. So let's say you have results. You did a scrape. I know with Shadow and some other add-ons, you have to clear the cache to be able to rescrape it again because you're going to get the same results because the results are cached. They're already stored. You're able to rescrape. Find similar items. I think he added that to the context menu. One thing I did notice, his trailers do work. So that is nice that the feature, if you want to look at the trailers before you go to watch it, they do work. So that was the big changes. I mean, they're probably got some other changes that I'm not picking up on. I can see the new art. This is a new icon. The way that this is laid out, the icons or the thumbs are a little bit different looking. But all in all, I'd say 98%, well, maybe 95% the same, 5% different. Does work. It works well. I've used it on and off for the last week, and I've not had an issue with it. Other than the track thing, as DJ says, if you don't add your tracked account, it's going to keep popping up. It's going to keep.
Is there no way of disabling that, Todd?
I don't think so. Let me look in the settings. I don't think so.
Because, like I say, not everybody uses tracked, and it'd be great if there was a setting where you could just turn it off.
Yeah, like I said, I've only been using this for I started using it this week.
Would it be in the accounts?
I don't think so. Yeah, see, you just got the authorized
tracks.
I would have thought it would be in the interface. So I don't.
Providers? No.
No, it wouldn't be in providers. That's your packages. I don't see it in the sort. So yeah, I don't see. Let's see. Here's some sync. Oh, this is just syncing. Yeah, for your tracked, you see it doesn't really have it. So yeah, if you don't have a tracked account, I think that you will get that pop up unless he decides to change that. But you will get that if you don't link your tracked account. But if you have a tracked account, you sync it up, you're good to go.
It was just a thought. I just
Yeah.
wondered whether there was a natural setting in there that you could actually turn it off. Because not everybody uses tracked. I don't.
You're right. You're
And
right.
like you say, because I kept on getting that pop up on my screen, I just uninstalled it.
Yeah, and it does pop up on a pretty regular basis. I've only, like I said, I just used it this week when I saw that it was released, and I just to get a feel. I wanted to know what it was like. I used to use Seren all the time before I started using Shadow, but I'll be honest, and I know I'm a fanboy, but I've gotten to where it's so hard when I don't have tracked the series tracker, the last played link, or the last thing that I was the history that I was searching for. Those features, I'm so used to it in Shadow, where when I was watching Star Trek Discovery, and yeah, I can add it to my favorites, sure.
Mm.
And I didn't have my track enabled, so that was one of the reasons why I wasn't getting that. It wasn't showing me my tracked account, so I'd have to go to trending and go down and up to find Discovery, and it was just a little bit more hassle. So it is, but definitely a good add-on. Nothing, not knocking his work at all, but so check it out if that's something you may find it to work very well. It does have autoplay as default. You can turn that off if you want to pick the link. It does give some pretty good info on the quality of the links. So it's got a pretty good database. So it might be one that people would check out. What's up, Andrew? I see Andrew jumped in the chat there. Terror. Nice
I did chuck in the new group, the Showcase Kodi group, the link in the actual.
Yeah,
did you put it out?
Yep, I put it in there. I'll put it in again. I put it in there a little earlier.
Well, I don't know whether you put it in the.
Yeah, I put it in
YouTube.
Here. Yep. I put it in there earlier.
I must have missed it.
That's when you were having issues. Peter says, getting the Shield Pro delivered tomorrow. Can anyone recommend an SSD to set up Plex on? Cheap and reliable. Okay. Cheap and reliable.
Good luck on that.
Not always go together.
I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend going cheap on an SSD. If you want something that's going to be reliable, you don't go cheap.
Yeah. And if you're going with an SSD, that means you want to store it and you want to make sure it's safe. As safe as can be on a hard drive. Putting stuff on a hard drive does not mean it's locked up safe in a bank. Hard drives die. So, it just depends on how much you want to spend. I want to say the Crucials does a decent job with some of those. I would suggest going and watching slickdeals.net. Log into that website, and you can actually sign up for it. It's free, and you can set a watch list for certain items, and it will send you an alert when that item is suggested. And it's just a deal site. And watch it and read reviews. Keep in mind, people that hate a product are always going to comment. So just because something has some bad comments, don't always dismiss it, because people that have a bad experience with something are always going to quick to respond or to post. People that love an item may post something about it, just like a restaurant. So just I would take a look at some of the better, higher rated ones, the ones that are 4.5, 5 stars. Take a look at that, and start small. Don't go humongous right off the bat.
And I wouldn't buy an SSD off Amazon or eBay.
That's more than what you need to yet. So, let's see. Carlick Nate Ladd says, I got an external 8 terabyte hard drive for $130. Now, I would not think that would be an SSD. An 8 terabyte for $130 would not be an SSD. I would think that would be like a regular IDE hard in external case. SSD is going to be higher than that for 8 terabytes. So, yeah. Yeah, Tara's posting over here. We're looking for more thumbs up. I've got 100 people watching and 38 thumbs up. What's up with that? Not that thumbs is anything, because thumbs up, thumbs down, but
Hey,
thumbs up. Don't caution
it don't matter, does it? Whether it's a thumb up or a
I
thumb
actually
down.
have a Samsung that I use. In I have a Samsung. What? Lee says thumbs down. What? So let's see. So Seren updates. We got that going. Nothing big going on there. Let's see. Turks. UK Turks is getting ready to release another update for his APK. It had some issues in the past with Firesticks and the on-screen display. And what I mean by on-screen display is when you clicked on a movie or a TV show and you would want to pause it or fast forward, and it's the default player didn't do a very good job of moving forward or doing that kind of stuff. They changed the default player, got rid of VLC, and they went with another player. The size of the APK went from 60 megs, if I'm not mistaken, down to about 13 megs by getting rid of VLC. Now, you still could install VLC for your Fire Stick and use it as the player. That's still an option, but they got rid of it as the default player, and it works very well. I messed around with it today. Worked very well. And the only downside is that when you're done watching a movie or a TV show, you're going to have an ad. And the ad is no more than 30 seconds. But one of the things I noticed being on vacation, well, I had numerous days off during the month of December and then watching TV with Blue. There's a lot of commercials on TV. I don't know if you guys watch regular TV. There's a lot of damn commercials. We were watching some show, and it was on regular network TV, and it was every 10 minutes there was a commercial, and it wouldn't be one commercial. It was like, what, 2, 3, right in a row. Then you get another 15 minutes of show, and then some more commercials. And I'm not a fan of ads. No fan at all for ads. But I don't know if I have to watch one 30-second ad to watch a movie, it's really not that much. And the benefit of using Turks as an APK is you don't have to have RD. So if you have RD, maybe there's other options that work better for you. But if you don't have RD, this is a very easy option. And you can install the mouse toggle to back out of some of the ads. It's not super fluid, I didn't find, but it's definitely workable.
So when you watch regular TV,
the next couple days.
Yeah, when you watch a regular TV show, you get 3 minutes of that.
Worked very good. The on-screen display worked very well. Looking forward to that. And he added some. One of the things also added to it was some resolvers. They did code changes for resolvers. Hopefully, he's hoping to be able to add some more content or better quality content with this new resolver package that has been written into the APK. So looking forward to that. I think that if you're a person, I will do a video once it is released publicly. I'll go ahead and do a video, show people that, and we'll go with that. But hopefully people like it. Stuart, what's up? Glad, nice. Thanks for having me back. You've been using Kodi for the first time. What an experience. So, Stuart, you've been using Kodi. Nice to see you. Oh, sorry, Andrew. That was me, my pen. I got nervous. Andrew. Thanks. That's my boy. He's always looking out for me. So, yeah, Kodi's a great option. I think that some people find it a bit intimidating, but it's the best. I use it over and over. Red says no issues with Turks on the Shield. It does work. It works great. Again, the only downside is you're gonna have to look at some ads, and Again, 30-second ad. You decide.
Yeah, can I just add, when you watch regular TV station,
Let's see. Anything? You guys got anything else? Because I feel like I'm sitting here talking.
I think Lee was going to say something then.
he's just talking over me.
It's because I've got to move. Sorry, I got to move my headphone piece over here because it ends up getting. I end up muting everybody else. Sorry, Lee. Go ahead.
I'll say something like a 30-second ad is nothing compared to people who watch regular TV stations. You get a 3-minute advert, like you say, every 10 minutes during a show. What do you do when that advert comes on? You go and get yourself a drink or a snack. You don't moan about it.
Yeah. It's just you steal it.
You go to the bathroom or whatever and do what you need to do. You come back and jump back in again. You don't moan. So yeah, like I say, what's 30 seconds?
Yeah, and again, it's with what he has in that. They're all direct links. Direct links. No real debrid. No premiumized. You can't. Yeah, I don't know. You can't knock it. I mean, yes, with my real debrid or my premiumized account, can I get better quality? Sure I can. But I have a real debrid and a premiumized account, so yeah, I can do it. But it's a very good option for people that don't want to invest in real debrid, and they're direct links. And hopefully, with the new Resolver package that he has, he's hoping for some higher quality. He's talking 1080 and maybe even something better is what he's hoping for. That's not happening yet, but that's what he's hoping will happen in the future. And that I told him, I was like, I'm psyched for some 4K, but I don't know. 4K is struggles enough on RD.
Hats off to him for the work he's put into that. I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. When years of work, because I think when he came on the show, he was talking about it's been 7 years of building his library for that add-on. It's 7 years or something of that nature, which is Eddie when posts about the documentaries. The documentary center section is phenomenal. I mean, I was looking through it today, conspiracy stuff, and I started watching about the New World Order, and started, it's got so many documentaries in there, and even has adult themed documentaries, which it's not porn or nothing like that, but it was like documentaries on the porn industry, or things of that nature that may be interesting to people to find out what's going on behind the scenes. Because that's, for me, I'm always like, what's happening? How do they make that happen? Or not that just that particular subject, but other subjects. Making it setting it clear. in case my family's watching.
You were just watching that. You was just watching that porn for educational purposes only, weren't it?
Checking links for people. Thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Someone's asking if there's a date for release, Todd.
He's hoping by the end of this weekend, but he didn't want to get locked into a date. But he was hoping before the end of the weekend is what he had told me. Again, I have a little beta version, just a test, and worked fine. And I don't know quite yet if it's going to be able, because his APK has an update feature or an update button. I don't know if you'll be able to update to that. Once he gives me the final information on that, I will do a video. I'll put it out there and I'll show you guys how to install it and go from there.
You got the munchies, Lee?
You noticed?
Yeah.
Chicken pakoras.
Don't blame you.
As if the Kodi and Torrents, if you have if you're using a debrid type service, I mean there's nothing better. I'm sorry, there is nothing better. But that's, again, some people don't want to invest that, don't want to pay the money. All of my friends that I hook up on devices, the first thing I say is you're going to have to get a debrid service. Because I'm not going to set you up and then you be blowing up my phone when you can't find Wonder Woman 84. No, I'm not doing that. And or you can only watch it in cam or something. No, get a debrid service so that I don't have to worry about that.
I'll just direct people to Asgard and on the bridge section.
There again, Asgard does a great section. And now what's it go to? Now, does GoTo have a non-debrid section? Because I've been poking around in GoTo. That was another add-on that I was going to talk about today.
It does, but it's not as extent as Asgard's.
Asgard has a lot.
GoTo is more geared towards one-click, debrid, and live sports.
And their live and in one of the things I messed around with GoTo some this week, and it has all right. So it has one-click sports, but then it also had sports plugins. So different like Swift Sports and these different sports add-ons. I'll call them add-ons or scripts that you can add to it that give you even more choices, which is kind of a neat thing. But I thought the international, I think, is where a lot of the one-click stuff was.
Yeah, international first. Yeah, you was asking me the other day. I was a bit slow replying.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't. I'm poking around, and I was like, I know that they have like the thing for wrestling. What's it? Not ECW. What's the other one?
AEW.
AEW. And I'm like, I know that AEW because there wasn't nothing else on. I'm like, I'm gonna watch some wrestling. And I'm like, I know that it's here somewhere, and I'm adding all those plugins, those sports plugins. And I'm like, no, this don't look right. I add another one. No, this don't look right. So yeah, it's like in the international section in GoTo.
Yeah, you got your NFL, your NBA, NHL. We started covering, but I think that's going to be quite tricky because there's a lot of games coming up, I believe, for the hockey.
Yeah. It's a nice add-on. Again, giving you options. Don't buckle yourself down to one thing. You got to have enough options so when something doesn't work, you can shift.
We're lucky the GoTo team has got quite a lot of members on both sides of the pond that can cover each sport, which we're lucky with.
Jason says that it has a good replay section too.
Yeah.
And there is the wrestlers add-on. The wrestlers add-on, I don't know if I've had that. There is a wrestling add-on that I don't want to say I use, but I know about. They're trying to. I know that they're trying to stay a little bit on the down low. Oh, looky here. Hold on a second.
Someone asked if Asgard was being maintained by the original developer, and that is a yes to that question.
Yeah. Okay. So, Chris, yeah, you said that it is.
It is. Narcissus started it, and that is who's maintaining it.
All right. Sorry about that. Eddie points out RD 13 cents a day, and that's Canadian. And I know that Premiumized had a special November. They had a special in November, and then they had another small special at the beginning of January, but it was like if you signed up, you got some friends, you could give some accounts for 30 days to some friends or something like that.
That's good.
Why does the TV guide not work? Hey, that's because all the good noobs and nerds guys that used to do the TV guide quit. Damn TV guides. So all right, so we got that. And more Russian. I keep blocking the Russians. So one of the other things that I've seen some people posting about Fire Sticks or Fire devices going to the new OS. The new OS is going to look a little bit different. I'm not going to show it. I was going to bring out my other computer so I can actually stream and show you the new OS, but I ain't got to mess with that. It reminds me a lot of the Android TV. You have actually looks a lot cleaner. It's a cleaner look to it. And there was some talk. I seen a couple YouTubers talking about possibly not being able to install third-party add-ons or third-party apps. That is not true, or well, it was rumored that it made up. I installed Kodi and 3 other APKs via third party. Downloader works. I installed Explore, and I was able to install all that stuff on the new Firestick Lite, which is on the new FireOS. So I know that, again, people were talking about possibly being some issues with that. There was none. So the other, go ahead.
The only issue I had with that, Todd, was my neighbour's got one. He's got the 1080p one, the 1799 one.
Yep.
He went and grabbed one of them, and he's just had the update. And the only thing I couldn't find was the actual settings.
Yeah. Well, the settings.
You got your menu bar, but I couldn't find where to go for any of the settings.
It's at the end. It's a little gear, because what I did like about this. All right, so I'm gonna have to try to lay this out like in this way for you guys to see it. All right, so it has like a small menu bar now, like a little thumb images, and you can add your favorite when you've done in the past where you can push things to the front page or you can load it to the front. How you used to be able to do it, you could still do that, and they put them in this like little icon bar. At the end is the little gear, and that's the settings. And then below that is your apps, like your bigger, like recently used app, and then all your content. Content like your Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever are all down there and going down. And I like how it has a button so you can click movies, TV, free, blah, blah, blah. And you can click free. It opens up a menu to items that you can watch for free. I really like the way that it looks. If you're not sure on how, this is your Firestick clue or hint for the day, your tip for the day. If you ever want to get to the point where you want to add things to the front page, and this is on the old OS and the new old OS, the home button, which is the little house, go to the home on your Fire TV. So there will be, home, library, Go to home, hold down on the house. Going to pull open this other menu. After you hold it down for, sometimes it takes 5 seconds, it's going to pull up a new menu, and one of them says apps, manage apps or something of that nature. Go to that, and then you'll see all the apps, even if it's on your cloud, not installed on the device. Some may be some are on your account. But what you'll want to do is go into it and then hit the context button, which is this one. Let's say I go to Downloader. I hit the context button. I tell it to move it to the front. Like I'm telling DJ, it will put it in that little small, narrow menu bar at the very top. It'll create that icon. So it makes it a quick click to get to that. So that's a great way of putting things, because a lot of times people can't figure out how to get them on the front page because Amazon's not going to make it easy for you, but that's easy way of doing it. And it puts it right there. And all the thumb images worked. I think in other OSs, sometimes they would be blank, but they all loaded. I mean, even I had an IPTV one, and the icon came right up. So I was very impressed. Wolf C. Lee, he is not on Telegram. He is around, but doesn't do anything in the Kodi verse or APK verse or any of that. He is doing well. I spoke to him a couple months ago. I talked to him, and he's doing well. He was going to come on the show one day, and him and I have not been able to work it out. Donald says it's a cleaner look. It is. It's a real nice look. I liked it. I think the new look is nice. And all of the other devices will get the updates, but I think they started with the Lite first. And I got the Lite. The Lite I got was $15, I think, for it. It was not expensive, and I've got it. I've got it right here where I was messing around with it today.
I'll have to get my one out and see what it looks like because I've not used my Firestick for months.
Yeah, it's nice. Is it easy to set up a Raspberry Pi for torrents? And Kodi with now you can all right, for the Raspberry Pi, the Kodi Raspberry Pi. Hold on a second. I can't. You guys remember? There's a it's a certain Raspberry Pi image you can get. I can't remember, y'all. Maybe one of the people in the side chat will be able to.
I don't know. I don't use Raspberry Pi, so.
Yeah, it's an image. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn it, I can't. Oh, Libre Elect. Thank you, Juggernaut. Thanks. So Libre Elect, you can install Libre Elect, and that is your Raspberry Pi Kodi interface. So you install that, and you're good to go. You're done. It's going to install. You're going to boot right into the Kodi. So Libre Elect. Yeah, thank you, Jug. Yeah, that's and it works. It works great. One of my new gifts this summer or this Christmas. And I'll at some point I'll do a video on this. I got the Raspberry Pi 4 gigger.
Nice.
I actually put it on my Christmas list, which I didn't think anybody would get for me in my family. I put it on the list, you know, when your kids are asking you, what do you want? And you're like, I don't know. So I put the Raspberry Pi 4 and my son bought it for me. So I actually put retro games on it and was playing it with my my X arcade stick board on my board, and works great. It works very good. I'm thinking about doing some videos on this because it's a very nice device. I'm wanting to install some other stuff. The great thing about a Raspberry Pi, folks, and in case you've never used a Raspberry Pi, if you have a Raspberry Pi, it all loads. It does not have a hard drive in it. It actually install your OS is basically on a micro SD card. So you can get a couple micro SD cards and put whatever OS. This is a 256 gig card. I have this set up with retro gaming, and I plug this in like so. And when I boot this up, it loads right into my Retro Pi with a fully loaded image, and I can play games right away. If I take this card out, I put Libre Elect on a card, which you can actually put a very small card for that. You can 16 gig card easily would hold Libre Elect plus all the stuff you need. I can put that Libre Elect card in there, boot it up, and then it's playing Libre Elect. Or playing, you know, your Raspberry Pi on Kodi.
What sort of money do they cost now?
This is the 4 gig. I bet you with the case, power supply, and all that, $80.
That's
Not
not
bad.
$80. Like I said, this was a 4 gig. They do have an 8 gig, which is about $120. 4 USB ports. You don't have a HDMI port. They give you this, which is like one of those USB-C ports, and you plug in through this. But you have 2 of those ports, so you actually could use 2. You could do dual monitors if you were.
I thought they did have a mini HDMI port on them.
No, not on this. These have these mini USB ports, because you can see it, and they came with this adapter. So, but or maybe that's a mini HDMI. I don't know. It's so hard for me to see that. But it came with this little cord. So
it might be a mini HDMI, Todd.
It might be.
So I'm almost certain it had a mini HDMI on it.
Yeah, because I think you're right. Because I think that's your mini USB right here. That USB, I think that's USB-C. That's my power. So yeah, you could run dual. I mean, so you can, if you bought one of these and then bought a few micro SD cards, this could be multi-purposed for. One could be your PC, one could be your Libre Elect, one could be for your gaming, and you swap that little card out, and you're good to go. So, fun little project. I made Blue play some retro games with me. She wasn't happy with that, but she played reluctantly. She played.
Bit of Pac-Man.
I can't remember what we played. Because I like fighting games. So I was like, let's play this, let's play that. And then after about 10 minutes, she goes, well, I'll just watch you play. You just play whatever. So, yeah.
Double Dragon.
And one of the things with the Raspberry Pi 4, it has a better processor and more RAM. I was able to play Atomic Wave games and Naomi games, which my Raspberry Pi 3 could not play those games. So it can play better systems. Plays Dreamcast even a little bit better on this device compared to my Raspberry Pi 3. The Dreamcast did play a little smoother. But Atomic Wave, I'd never heard of Atomic Wave or Thomas Wave. It was mostly it looked like a Japanese system. A lot of fighting games, like that Dead or Alive look, very graphically with 3-dimensional look, and a lot of driving games. So, what's up, boy?
That's good to know.
Yeah,
Hey, got a question there from Steve. If you want to have a look at that, Todd.
Okay. So, what about the new streaming laws about IPTV streaming? And they are busting. Can't remember about what country it was. Well, the UK's been busting IPTV for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
That they've been busting those people. The US did pass some new laws that make it a little bit more. They're trying to take the gray area away, because it used to be illegal to download but not to stream. So I think they're starting to try to strengthen the laws on that. So the UK is very strict on it. I don't know if you guys that are in the UK, you guys want to talk about that.
It's always been really strict here. It's like, say, they block. Our ISPs block that sort of like service. No matter what. It's like you say, they just block it. So a lot of the time, that Lee will probably agree with me as well. Come a Saturday and a Sunday, when it comes to our football, it gets blocked.
IPTV does get blocked, yeah. That's why everyone's saying get yourself a VPN now for the IPTV side. But Kodi Live Sports is fine.
Yeah, and they seem they're very active after it, in especially the UK's football, or the rest. The US calls it soccer. That's been blocked. All that they're after that. They're Sky and BT are hard on that. But the U.S., I've not seen anything blocked here in the U.S., and Eddie says in Canada too, that's not been blocked. So, but it's just a matter of time. Will it happen? I can't see it not happening.
The funny thing is, right, when you're watching at 3 o'clock on a Saturday on NBCSN, wherever it is,
yeah,
and it says in the top corner, only available in the United States. And you sit there, no, it's not.
Yeah,
makes me laugh at them.
Yeah, so yeah, it's available. Like you said, you may need to take a couple extra steps, getting a VPN and some of that stuff, but it's definitely work. There's workarounds, very easy workarounds. So that's got that going on.
We've been working around it for 2 years.
Yeah. And if I had to give someone a suggestion about if you're doing if you're deciding that you want to get a subscription to an IPTV, don't buy a year and don't buy 6 months. Buy month to month if that's my suggestion, because they could be gone tomorrow. That service could be gone tomorrow. And if you don't mind, now you're going to get a better deal when you look at the pricing. Yeah, you get a better deal. If you have it a full year, sure, you paid more than if you bought if you bought a year, you're going to get cheaper than if you try to pay per month. But
Yeah, but
I think it's better to buy it per month, and then you're not out. If it gets shut down, you're not out that much.
yeah, but with that sort of like service anyway, you've got to go in with an open mind
Yeah,
that it could be shut down.
Yeah.
And it's nothing down to whoever supplies. It's down to the government actually blocking it, deactivating it. So, like I said, that can always happen, whether you buy the 12-month or 6-month or
yeah. That's
or
why
the
I'm.
month.
Yeah,
So
my
you've got to have an open mind and say, okay, I've put this money up. Let's say just for example, it's cost you $15 for the month. You've paid that $15. After 2 weeks, it's gone down.
Mhm.
You've got to accept the fact that that's the risk you take.
Yeah,
It's like anything else.
It's only $15. But if you go for a year, it goes down after 2 weeks.
yeah.
You're out,
Yeah.
you're out of pocket.
Yeah, but
Davis-
it's still something that you have to have a open mind on and accept the fact that you are going to lose that money.
Octavia says she got ripped off for buying 2 years.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, and I mean, I was a person that got hit with the big Vader. I'd had it for 2 to 3 years without a problem, and I had bought a year, and a month and a half into that third year, it was gone. You know what? It is what it is.
I was quite lucky there, Todd. I was really lucky there.
So was I.
I'd had it for 2 years, Vader, and I was coming up to the third year, and I think I'd got 2 weeks left before I had to redo. And I always did mine yearly by Vader, because I accepted the fact that if it went, it went.
Yeah,
I'd lost me money. If I got 6 months, if I got a month, 9 times out of 10, if you watch your football and everything, I looked at it, I've got my money's worth out of it. That's how I looked at it. Watch the pay-per-view, because the pay-per-view is expensive nowadays as well, is it? So that's how I looked at it. But I was actually quite lucky that I'd got 2 weeks left of my subscription before I had to sign up again. But in them 2 weeks, it went down.
Yeah.
Nice, and I was actually quite lucky because I was looking at doing a 12-month plan again because it worked out cheaper. So I was quite lucky on that side. It was sad to see it go because, like I say, it was a great service.
Yeah, it was very reliable. I love the daily sports section. I mean, they did a great job with today's matchups or whatever it was. Great. They did a good job. But yeah, you're right. You have to accept the risk. And that's why it is what it is on the risk part of it. You accept it. If you're not willing to risk, then don't do it. And then you're not out nothing. So if you got to go into it the mindset that, you know what, it could, and I tell my friends when they're, they want advice. And I said, because first of all, I'm not a reseller. So when I give you a suggestion to go someplace, I'm not making no money off them. And I tell them, I'm like, I'm not making any money off of you. If you go sign up, that's on you. And if it goes down tomorrow, there's nothing I can do. I'm not involved in that. So it could go down tomorrow and just accept it. That's why I'm like month to month. If it goes down for me, it's a minimal cost. So it is what it is. So, just stay small. Don't invest a lot of money. If it goes down, take your lumps and move on. Let's see. Perks, what's up, Perks? You buy IP knowing that it can go at any time, either by either be okay with that or buy cable. And you're right. And the thing is that what's funny is that when you think about your cable bill, and I was actually going to bring up about some of the stuff that's going up because ESPN Plus is going up. What you spend in a month, if you have cable TV or satellite TV, could cover you for a whole year of one of these other services. I mean, and so if you had it for 2 months or 3 months and it went down, you came out better than you did if you were with a cable company. But again, accept the risk, and it is what it is, bro. I haven't seen Perks. Where you been? You need to hit me up on Telegram. I haven't seen you in a while, bud. Let's see. Luis says Kodi had a Venom with Real to Bridge. And Venom, well, now Venom doesn't do live TV. IPTV is live TV. Some services will offer TV and movies as a VOD. Some, but that's an IPTV. You should not be buying or getting a subscription to IPTV for the VOD. It's more that's your live thing. Your Venom with Real to Bridge, that is for your VOD company. Okay, your mic. What do you like sitting on your microphone?
Hey, me.
Or is it cMan? Which one? Who's somebody?
That's not me.
It's my cat purring down the mic.
I was like, damn, somebody's like rubbed up on that.
My cat. My cat, he was just purring
I was
in
going
it.
to say, it sounds like you got your finger. It sounds like your fingers in the electronic.
No, it's my cat. He was actually rubbing his face on it and purring down it.
Let's see.
That's purring,
yeah.
not pooing.
Yes, purring.
Purring. So yeah, there's lots of there is some add-ons that have we talked about GoTo, Crew, different ones that have some live TV type things. And again, nothing against any of those add-ons, but those are free links and they're good. Some of them can be great, but they're you never know. Depends on how many people are watching it. The more people or the bigger event, the more chance it's going to go. Those are going to go down. Because
the good thing with GoTo is they have multiple.
Sorry.
So the good thing with GoTo is
Swift
multiple
streams and LiveNet. They can be good for a whole week.
Yeah.
And then like the links die, they need to be updated. So
it happens.
That's why I never put direct shortcuts to these in.
I missed them. I missed what Chris cMan was going to say then.
I was just saying with GoTo, the great thing about them is for a fight or other events, they have 9 or 10 links. So, I mean, I've never had an issue with their sports section, but to me, it works perfectly.
And I'm a little bit I won't say ignorant, but I haven't used it enough. But I've messed around with it. The more I look at it, I like the way it's laid out. I like that it seems like it's maintained. It seems like the stuff is pretty reliable. In their sports sections, it's laid out well. And like you said, you have multiple links for some of that stuff. So if one's not working, back out and try another one. So we got that. Let's see. We're at an hour and 30 minutes. All right. If anybody's got any questions over in our side chat, throw out a questions because I'm getting ready to bore you guys with a few pictures of my wedding. So I'm gonna.
That ain't gonna bore us. That isn't gonna bore us.
I'm gonna hit those up. So, and I will say this about IPTV services, and I don't know how you guys feel. If you're paying more than $15 a month, you need to talk to somebody else. And that's just my opinion. I know that there were some services that people were paying $25, $30+ a month. Unless you have in 4 or 5 connections, that's crazy. And I don't know. What do you guys think on that?
I agree.
I agree. It's like I say, you need, as long as you get 2 or 3 connections for that sort, but you want at least 5 for that $30 or $35.
Yeah. And connections. And now let me explain this. And I explain to all people that I work with, and they're like, "Well, I've got 2 TVs in my house, or I got 3 TVs, so I need 3 connections." No, you don't.
No.
Most services, if it's one IP, just like Real to Brid, if it's one IP address, so you're coming through the router and everyone's watching off the Wi-Fi, that's called one connection. And I don't care if 3 people are watching at the same time. That's one connection. Now, if you're watching it here and your son is at college watching it, and your daughter's at her friends watching it, that counts as 3 connections. So that's where you would need other connections if you have people outside of the house. But if you're watching in a house, that's counted as one connection. So
it's coming off the same ISP.
Yeah. So
and that's the good thing about it. If you get 5 connections, you can pass it around to the family.
Yeah, that can work out well. Some services don't really like people to do that, but yeah, I know some services get all upset, be like, "Hey, you're not supposed to give it out there." But yes, if you dole out to several family members, because some services are as low as $5 or $8 a month, and so you can go really low and then get up to 2 connections is $12, 3 connections is 18 or 20. Or here we got Stuart, $15 for 3 connections. I mean, so yeah,
you can't grumble at that.
No, it is what it is. I mean, hey, get your cable bill. Just that's all you gotta do is get your cable bill and see where that's at, if you have it. So let me. I'm trying to think of how I want to share this. All right, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's see. So there it is. So I'll post this. Okay, so one of the things, this was, let's see, is that showing on the screen? Yeah,
it's showing on the screen.
Okay. Just make sure.
I
So
don't know whether you can make it larger by clicking on the arrow.
Yep, I can do that. So let me click this. So we got married on the 15th of December. She came down here. This was our dance, our slow dance, and I picked. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, what's his name? I just lost his name. No, I'm trying to think of the artist.
I don't know. We weren't there, Todd.
I know. I can't look it up. Oh, it was our slow dance. Great
I
time.
was there, but I can't remember.
Yeah. What's his name? The black guy, the light-skinned guy that plays the piano. That's got all the big songs.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, the new guy. He's new.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I'll think of it in a second. I'll think of it in a second. And I'll have to look at. Hold on a second.
Bruno Mars.
No. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up on my Plex, because now it's bugging me.
Pharrell Williams. No, he don't play the piano, does he?
No. Let's see. Ed Sheeran. He was white guy. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry.
He's white. No, you've even got Blue now commenting.
All right,
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran, and he's massively white.
No, if you said he was from the UK.
All right, I was thinking of Calvin Harris, because I was actually going to pick a Calvin Harris song, and then I changed it.
And he doesn't even play the piano, Ed Sheeran.
No, but
he plays the guitar.
Yeah. So yeah, that shows. So yeah, Thinking Out Loud was the song that we went with, or that I got to pick as our song. This is another one for her, and she's not here, so she can't complain about the photos, because she wasn't here to pick them out.
She's in the chat.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she just commented in the chat.
Oh well, she's not
Hello,
in the. She's
Blue.
not.
Congratulations.
I haven't heard her pop on the show, so she can't complain. Let's Let's see. This is me with my son and my best friend. That was at the location.
I'm still on the same picture.
And me, I'm still on the same picture as Blue.
What? Wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta change this. Hold on a second. How is that? All right, it's shit. Oh, it's opening them up as separate pictures.
Yeah, I was still looking at Hungry
Tell
Eyes.
it to do a slideshow.
I know. Well, I'm trying to pick certain pictures. So that I don't get in trouble.
Too late now.
Your son looks like Blue. All right, so let me do this. Yeah, I'll just have to skip through some of the pictures. So this was my son, me, and my best friend.
Great picture.
Let's see, that was her getting ready. Oh, yeah, this was us. Our song when we were dancing.
Slow down.
I know. Well, I was trying to get past the pictures that she would probably be like, "Why are you showing that picture?" Because I'll hear this later. I'm telling you, I will hear it later.
Hey, doesn't matter. She's getting ready for a big day. Doesn't matter what you look like, Blue.
Yeah, this is the guy that did the officiating, and he's actually shorter than me. See, that was her and my daughter. See, this is when she was coming in, and I didn't get it. I wasn't able to play the music. This was me. This was me trying to. I was trying to hold it together because I was starting to lose it a little bit, but there's no evidence of that me starting to lose it.
Were you drunk?
No,
Is that why you were losing it?
it was just. It was a bit overwhelming there.
Oh, you got it emotional.
Just a little bit, just for a minute.
We all do that, Todd.
Yeah.
We all get emotional at times.
So yeah, this was through the service, and she was giggling through most of it because she was nervous, and so whenever she gets nervous, she starts to like lose it. She was getting all nervous and giggly, and I wasn't having none of that though. I was Mr. Serious. So let's see.
You were serious.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that look.
Yeah, look at that look.
There's no play in there. There's no play. That is, yeah. And that was one of the things I was trying to just. I was in the moment, definitely in the moment.
Gotta be.
Got the serious face on there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, this was one of the moments where I just got a little choked up. Just. I think this is when I was having to say some of my vows because she had vows to say and I had vows to say. And both of us had to just wing it. Well, she wasn't going to wing it, but she forgot her phone that had all of her vows. So she had to wing it because she didn't have her phone. And then me, I like to wing it. So I was going with it. And this is me drunk. Hey, baby, I love you. Let's see. Okay, we got that. There's this. Let's see. I'm gonna try to go. This is us our dancing. I'm gonna try to get to. I'm gonna get to the part. All right. So one of the things is we did our slow dance, which was Ed Sheeran. We did that, thinking out loud, and then I don't know if any of you guys know Petey Pablo.
Yeah.
He has a song called "Rise Up," which is like, "Hey, North Carolina, take your shirt off, swing your shirt like a helicopter." So I actually had the officiant play that song next without letting Blue know that I was going to play it. So, yeah.
This is when it got really like perverted.
That's awesome.
And I had everybody there had everyone knew about it but Blue. And I told everyone to bring a t-shirt because I didn't want to take my suit off. I could have. And actually the guy that did the fishing thought he was going to have to take a shirt off, and he was prepared, but he said, well, I guess I didn't have to because I didn't see you take yours off. But we brought t-shirts and we started swinging them like a helicopter. And Blue she was rolling. I mean, she was like, I cannot believe you're doing this. And I'm like, yep, this is me. Yeah, this is that's
got a lovely dress there, Blue.
hold on. Oh, wait a second. Is she popping in? Yeah. I knew I'd get her in here.
Yeah.
It's towards the end though, Todd. Like you started getting a bit perverse with your moves.
Perverse. Come on.
It was. I had to send my children out of the room. It was getting a bit raunchy.
Well, did he tell you the story of why he did that in the first place?
I don't think I gave why I played this song. You can tell the story.
One time Todd was at a wedding, and I guess they decided that they were going to do this dance to this song, and then, well, what's the line of something about a helicopter?
Yeah. Take your t-shirt off, swing it around your head like a helicopter.
So Todd is like moonshined up at this wedding, and he's drunkard and shit, and he takes his shirt off and he's whipping it around. Well, his daughter kept sharing that video every once in a while on Facebook, and every time I saw it, it made me laugh like crazy. So then he decided he was going to do it at the wedding too, but he didn't take his shirt right off this time.
Yeah, I didn't take my shirt off this one because I wasn't drinking. I wasn't drinking on this one. So, but yeah, it was, and my daughter videotaped it, and she does post it on Facebook every once in a while. And this is how studious I am. I had started to lose my shoelaces, and since I wasn't drunk, I didn't want to trip, so I had to, get prepared. And this is, I'm starting to break it down. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to feel the music. I'm starting to move a little bit. I'm starting to feel it. Yeah. Oh, right there. Look at,
stop laughing.
I'm breaking it down. Look at Blue's even starting to get into it. Yep. See, she's starting to get in. I'm starting to feel it. I'm like, yeah.
First, I was just like, what the shit is going on here? Oh, it was fun.
Yeah, that was
God, it was the weirdest. It was the weirdest day too, because like it was really nice. Todd's daughter came over to do my makeup, and then her boyfriend, who was supposed to drive us to the wedding, showed up late. So then we were in a big rush, and we get there, and I was chewing gum through the whole ceremony. I didn't realize it. My friends pointed it out. Yeah, and I forgot my vows.
Yeah, so and then. Great. Well, and then I had, all right, so we streamed it because Blue's family wasn't here. And so her friends and family who were in Canada, we wanted to see it. So I did a live stream, and Lee was able to watch it. I think Lee was able to watch in the group. So we gave it out to our close friends to watch, because it's like, we wanted to share it with them. And I set the show up and did the intro, and then I ran over to get in position, in the front, not realizing that I hadn't turned my camera on to capture her walking in.
Yeah.
And then my daughter moved the camera too far away, because I said I wanted the camera halfway up the aisle, and she put it at the far end of the aisle, so you can't hear it very well. But it is what it is.
Yeah, but then Mike, his buddy had a GoPro, and he also filmed it. So when I watched that one, the audio was a lot better. So we're gonna make another. I'm going to make one, like a special one, where you can actually hear us and stuff.
Yeah, look at, I was feeling it.
Yeah, you were.
I'm feeling it, baby.
Hey, Lee, he didn't do the worm, though, which I was very surprised.
No, yeah. I tried that last time. It didn't work so well.
He's realized, Blue, he's getting too old for that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where Lee's talking to start to get a little raunchy.
Oh yeah.
This is when you was breaking it down. It was like, hang on.
Oh my gosh. It was, and it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was fun. That was my daughter and her boyfriend.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
And yeah, I hit it. Yeah, that was me out of the park.
Yeah, she made me look very pretty.
So let's see. That's the guy that did the
It wasn't
officiating.
hard, was it?
Oh, I was just about going to say that.
Oh.
It don't take
Oh.
much. It doesn't take much.
You guys are
Because
adorable.
like you say, when you're on YouTube, you're always natural. You've never got any
Yeah.
makeup on.
No.
So you might have a bit of
That's
lipstick
just-
on now and again, but other than that, you've always been natural.
Oh,
That
jeez.
was-
Yep.
That was a great shot of you two on the stairwell. Yes.
That one.
Great shot.
Yeah, and Charles took the pictures. Charles did all the photographs. He did all the pictures. He said that was
Yeah.
his gift to us, is to take the pictures. And that
Charles
was my kid.
Charles was the guy that kept getting in the way of the camera and realizing that he's in the way of the camera.
We finally get him into the pictures on the stairs here.
Yeah.
Is Charles the one that lives below you, Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a picture. This is now in front of the place where we got married. It's an art center. They have a room that you can rent. And I just rented the room for like an hour and a half. And this statue is about 2 stories high out in front of the building.
That's huge. Well, you can tell by the size of us.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I wanted to do the same.
Oh
you know.
yeah. I was looking. I thought that was you two. I thought that was you two like embracing at the top. I just noticed you at the bottom there.
Yeah,
We're
we're
the
the
little-
ones at the bottom.
I was thinking, put her down.
Trying to recreate that moment in the statue.
Yeah. So
actually. And I was honestly afraid the whole time he was going to drop me.
oh, shit.
But he didn't.
Yeah, there's Charles. We got him in the picture. We got a photograph with him in there. With that was, and that's everybody that was at our wedding. I mean, because,
Yeah.
you know, with COVID and all that
Good old
stuff.
COVID wedding,
Hey,
yeah.
it doesn't matter how many were there, Todd. As long as you two were there and you both enjoyed yourselves, and it was a great day for you.
Oh, it was a blast.
was-
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was a good day.
I
Good day.
I did pretty much giggle the whole way, though. Like, I couldn't help it. I get really, really nervous. Yeah. It was weird.
It was
Don't
a
get nervous. Don't
great
do
day.
that.
Great day. And it was, and the only thing is, you know, for me, I hated. I was like, I wish I turned the camera on to see you come in. Oh, I wish I would have. You know, the camera should have been halfway up the aisle, and but
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Well, your
The only
next
people
20th
that are going to be
anniversary,
watching that is us.
this December 15th, renew your vows. Do it again.
Actually, we might actually, with my family.
Yeah.
I left my
when
wedding
you
dress
when you
in
get
there.
all together, have a
Yep.
renew vow party, whatever it's called. Have your families there.
Great idea. I got to get my money's worth on that wedding dress.
look at Redneck says Todd without his house pants. Yeah, I didn't have my house pants on that one.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he looked very handsome.
I'll be back in 5.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a good day. And then we went out to dinner, and yeah, it you know, to be honest, you know, it wasn't a big theatrics of. I mean, really, to me, I was more stressed out about the stream because I wanted her family to be able to be part of it, because her family wasn't able to be there. So I was more concerned with, is the stream going to work, and you know, them be able to see it, and then Lee, and you had Carl and Andrew and all them were watching it, and I was like, I want them to be able to see it because they're our friends and they're our family.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted all of them to be part of it, because you know, when Blue and I talked, it was, you want them because
Diesel, Tan, all there. Where's all there? You had a good audience.
yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
my
So,
friends had a party there and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Good fun day. Hopefully I didn't
Thank you
bore
for all
any.
the well wishes, everybody.
Yes.
I just need to get him here to Canada.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
Yeah. It's gonna take a little while. Yeah.
You guys look great.
Did you record like the honeymoon night?
What's that, Lee?
Did you video the honeymoon suite night?
No.
That's a yes. That thirsty little laugh said yes. Yeah, that's a yes.
You know, it's not going to be on RedTube though.
No, it's not.
Todd had the GoPro on.
Streaming does really matter, Todd.
Yeah. Well, no, it has to do with Rojas. I got some cameras from him for some security cameras. Put them to use. Had to get four angles. I didn't need a photographer and a cameraman. You set up 4 cameras in different places. SD card works great. Just saying. I've heard that that's what you can do. So, but yeah, good. It was a good time, and she was able to be here for 21 days or 20 days, I guess. Got to be down here in the good old US of A, eating delicious food, which that was one of the things.
Yeah, and gaining 10 pounds.
That was one of the things she says. When she goes, we can't be eating all that food before I get married because she was so because she knew my house doesn't have any healthy food. Just saying.
Yeah, I ate a lot when I was there. After we got married, but I've already taken 4 back off, so we're getting there.
Yeah, Blue's
So what's the plan next then? Who's moving where?
He's moving to me.
Yep, moving up there.
Ooh.
Yep,
we filled out all the immigration papers when I was there, so I just need to get them double checked, and then they get mailed off.
So that means, Todd, you're going to have to get really early for work in the morning to get back to your butcher's shop.
Yeah. It'll take a long time. Udan says, all right, so hey, hon, tell my refrigerator. So when she got to my place, she goes and checks my refrigerator.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing you saw when you went to my refrigerator? What besides
all the beer?
She goes, so where's your vegetables? I'm like, vegetables?
Yeah, I had none.
I said, they're in the cabinet in the cans over there. She goes, no, that's called corn. I said, and she goes, all I see is a bunch of beer in here. I'm like, and I don't see a problem. I didn't see a problem.
The funny part about it too is like a couple days in, he's like, yeah, I'm going to have to get some more beer for Christmas. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to make room in the fridge. So I go through the fridge and half the stuff he has in there is expired by like a year. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, I felt like a wife then when I was going through cleaning out the fridge.
You know what? If it just makes you a little stronger.
Is that what it is?
And expiration dates are a suggestion. They're not a hard rule. Not a hard rule. It's a suggestion.
Yeah, it's best by, not used by.
Yeah, best. So, Patty D says, Blue, how'd you like the state? Which she's been here numerous times. We've this time we didn't really go anywhere, but we have went other places, right, hon?
Yep, I loved it. I remember the first time that I went down to see Todd, and he took me to the beach, which is about 3 or 4 hours away. And on the way there, he took me to like this restaurant, which was like authentic Southern food, and like all the servers are standing right by the door when you walk in and greeting you and everything, and it's all yes ma'am and all this cute stuff. Like I said to Todd, I finally got the idea of when people say Southern hospitality. I felt it. So I think North Carolina is a lovely state.
Patty, so when I took Blue down to the beach, we went down and we went outside of Clayton, North Carolina, and they have it's a barbecue restaurant / chicken restaurant, but they bring it in family style. So what they do is they bring it, you get a plate of chicken, you get a plate of Brunswick stew, you get a plate of this, plate of barbecue, plate of slaw, and they bring it to your plate, and then you just get what you want. You know, it's like a bowl of it. And we were sitting there, and there was this old lady and this older lady, and her family were beside us, and they were talking. And Blue looks at me, she goes, I can't help but listen to her because she sounds so cute. Because the old woman's just, you know, she had a twang. I mean, out there, out in the country, she's twangy, and Blue's like. The only thing Blue does not like in North Carolina is the tea.
Oh, sweet tea. Ugh.
Yeah. She is not a fan of sweet tea.
No, you just might as well get some sugar and inject it straight into your veins.
It's liquid diabetes because
It is totally.
because I mean it's not sweet. Oh, it's almost syrup. Some places. I mean, most of the time I have to do a half and half because
It's funny because to me you're twangy, but then when I get there, I realize you're not that twangy. Like you're Kenny. Kenny is what I think of when I think of North Carolina now.
Yeah. You get to some of those people and their draw is hard draw, but yeah, we went to the beach. I'm trying to think. We went to some other places around, but when you've not came during the summer.
No, I can't.
So we really, because you're working all during the summer, so we haven't done the summer. But even in the winter, it's not winter here like it is winter there.
No.
Because
that one time I was there, it was like we were wearing t-shirts, and I'd left like it was 20 below here.
We went to downtown Raleigh, and we were walking around downtown, and no coats, just a t-shirt, and we went to a restaurant, and then we went to an arcade. Wasn't that beercade that we went to? And she goes, "I cannot believe we're walking around without a coat on," and it was December. Yeah. I was like, "Welcome to North Carolina." I mean, it wasn't hot. Definitely wasn't hot. But we went to the beach. We went to the beach that year and walked the beach. It was 60s at the beach with a breeze, so it's not hot. But just you could walk you weren't swimming.
No.
60s Fahrenheit.
I'm okay with that anyway because I'm not
Fahrenheit, Lee. Fahrenheit.
I'm much of a heat girl anyway.
That's still a good summer in the UK. 60s.
No, you get better than that, don't you?
That's what we call a heat wave.
It is a heat wave. That's like get naked.
Yeah.
Our summer here in Canada is warm. Like we get like 30s.
Yeah. Well, cMan, he's in Texas, so if it's 60 or below, he's cold.
That's right. We're supposed to get 3 to 5 inches of snow on Sunday.
Oh,
which is unheard of for us.
I think I see snow falling outside right now. I think I see snow falling. It was supposed to be it was raining earlier, and they said it was going to turn to snow, but it's not supposed to really accumulate.
Your weather's usually pretty mild, but I was there for a snowstorm. My flight got canceled.
Yeah, snowstorm, and it was what, an inch?
Yeah, well, that's a snowstorm for you guys.
Yeah, it was a snowstorm.
I woke up.
Whenever I hear cMan talk, I keep thinking he's just like laying down. He's like,
all relaxed.
And knowing him, he is lazy. He's a lazy bugger.
I might wake up at 3. I might get up or not. But it's so good.
He's worse than me. He's always asleep.
But he's so laid back. You know, like Dylan the Rabbit from the Magic Roundabout. That's who it reminds me of. cMan, you standing up?
No, I'm sitting in my recliner.
Recliner.
This is where I sit daily, most of the day on the PC.
Nice. All right, well, we're going to roll it because we're at 2 hours, so I've bored everybody with our wedding photos. And
you didn't bore nobody.
So,
Todd, we're coming to 2 hours, right? And your T-shirt still hasn't loaded.
I'm still thinking. So, all right,
it's going to do something soon. What's it going to do?
Yeah. I'm going to do the worm in a minute. All right, Blue, do you have anything you want to say before we leave? Since you're the last one here, you'll be the first one out.
No, I just want to say thank you for the well wishes, guys. Much appreciated. It was a wonderful day. And I miss them like crazy now that I'm back home. It sucks.
It does suck. Mr. Lee, anything you want to say before you go?
Yeah, you've only been married like for a couple of weeks and you've forgotten the fucking song that you danced to.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what?
know.
That is bad. Oh,
And
is
he
that,
pla-
that light coloured dude on the piano? I
Yeah,
mean,
not
as
only
sheer,
not only is he not black, he's also a ginger, which makes him like extra white.
and plus he's English.
And then Todd's like, yeah, no, oh, okay, wait, because I was thinking of Calvin Harris. I'm like, well, Calvin Harris isn't black either.
You sure?
Calvin Harris, he's a white Scottish dude.
You think?
oh, the DJ come with Pharrell Williams. He's quite
Oh
light.
my god.
I'll plug it into somebody. All right. So, all right, DJ, anything you want to say before we go?
No, just thanks for having us on, Todd. And like I say, I'll try and get my PC and we'll do a proper showcase next week if you're up for that.
Yeah, definitely. cMan, anything you got?
No, just congratulations to you both. One thing I did want to say real quick is it's great to see on YouTube guys like Udan and SG Builds doing some builds with XMLs and diving in and showing people some things they probably don't know or haven't seen. So it's good to see that.
Was it SG with a big Mac build?
No,
No.
that was Ghetto
No.
Astronaut.
Oh, it's Ghetto. Yeah. I saw that one the other day.
SG did a video today on scanning part 1, and I thought it was really good. So
Okay.
and then
Awesome.
Udan's done multiple lately using Exxon Fluent. So good stuff those guys are doing with XML. So good to see.
Okay,
All right,
Lee,
thanks.
I get why Lee says he thinks that it sounds like he's like laying down, because right now he's reminding me a little bit of Q with his lava lamp going in the background. He sounds so relaxed.
He's like he's got an intravenous drip of marijuana coming into him. It like runs out every now and again. He like perks up a little bit. He's like, yeah. It's like it's back out of it again.
Now, thanks for having me as always, Todd. Much appreciated.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure to have you guys to come on the show because Blue left me high and dry. So don't worry about it.
Jesus.
I was only married to her for 2 weeks before she left me. So thanks you guys for coming on the show. And definitely check out these guys. I posted the Telegram group that you've got the new one for the showcase. So welcome anybody to join that. Show your work. Look at other people's work. Udan, I will definitely check out your YouTube page. I want to check that out to see what's going on with that. Appreciate your work. I want to say support all the people that doing these great projects. They're doing a lot. I want to say thank you to the lady that said yes in allowing me to marry her. And so I appreciate that and appreciate the all the people that support us because we're amazed and we're humbled by the amount of people that we're supported by in this community, from our friends and the people that are just our YouTube followers that post thank you, because it does mean something. And we're real people. We're real people. And this is our real story. Because I didn't have time to Photoshop all those photos.
You're good guys. You're good guys. That's why you got respect anyway.
Well, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We try to be. And next Wednesday we have next Wednesday is Player Pass. And babe, Bullet was one of the Bullet was one of the movies we have to watch.
Yep.
And the other one is Inside Man.
Yeah.
So
Denzel.
that is, yep. So those are the two movies you need to watch for next week. Next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Next Wednesday, 5 p.m. Bullet and The Inside Man. And you're going to see Alban and Eddie G and Roger, the rest of us, getting back in the grind of watching movies because we've had some time off.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, it was
the
wonderful.
old classic Bullet?
Yeah.
Steve
That's
Yeah.
one thing. Steve McQueen.
Yes, it is.
The one.
What's the main car in that? Is it a Mustang? Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, I think it is a Mustang.
Steve McQueen.
San Francisco, is it?
Yeah. Car chases on those friggin' hills.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, we should have watched it when
old.
you were here. Yeah, that's
I know. I
what
didn't even think of that.
Blue and I talked about we should have watched it when we were here together, but we were so
busy
infatuated.
too busy doing other things.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
totally.
focused. We were focused, or at least I was definitely. And Penn, yeah, Eddie says me and Penn. Penn will be there. So yeah, appreciate everyone watching. Watch us next Wednesday. Jump in, watch those movies. It's fun. The Player Pass is a fun, non-techie show. You just watch the movie and we just talk about, did you like it, not like it, what did you like, what didn't you like?
And if you
It's
want
a
to come
fun
on and
show.
talk about it, you can.
Yeah, we open the doors once we talk. The panel talks about the movies. We open the link. I post the link in there, and anybody can join, and you can tell us what you think. And
First come, first serve.
Yep. And I'm hopefully Octavia and people like Patty D that have watched the show. I'd love to have them back. I know Octavia's been on before. Patty D came on one show. Love to have you guys come on the show. Come on the show and tell us what you think of the movie. And, I know Shrink and Sharon will be on the show. Who else? Cam. Yep, Cam will come on probably. So
Roger.
look for
B.
Yep,
Yeah,
Cam B.
Roger.
Yep. So welcome everyone, and thanks for you guys watching. And again, streaming matters to us because streaming matters to you. And we'll see you Wednesday, I guess.